How am I always getting gas when I start a vlog or a vlog with you guys? I swear I'm not always getting gas when I'm vlogging. I'm just always getting gas in general, and I promise I am, well, actually this promise is more to myself. I am making strides to just get a more environmentally friendly car, not just in light of what's going on, but in light of how well we need to be treating this planet in general. Like, if I'm looking for a new car and there's an option for a hybrid or electric that I can afford, like, why would I choose something else? I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, hi, hello, welcome back to another vlog. It's currently Friday for you, or for most people, but maybe it's not Friday for you. It is Monday for me because I work on the weekends, so I had a couple days off in the middle of the week, which was really nice, but now it's time to get in the swing. And this weekend in particular, there's just a lot going on, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. I'm working for half of the day today as diet instruction. So every couple days we have an actual diet instruction clinical dietitian who just takes it upon themselves to do all the diet educations that are ordered by the nurses or doctors or whatever. And then later on today, after that, I'm going to go to a little photo shoot for one of my friend's companies. But it's a long drive, so it's making me very nervous and anxious because LA driving, dude, LA driving. I don't think I need to explain anything else. I would just rather be doing yoga or walking, or I don't know, maybe sleeping. This is Amanda's weird breakfast, take one. Just a bunch of raspberries on the bottom, some oat muesli mix, and banana and cinnamon. Literally just berries. Alright, I got off work a couple minutes ago, maybe like 10 minutes ago, and now I'm just sitting in my car doing some last minute, well, I guess like in between work. So, you know, Instagram stuff, doing some story shares, which, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, sometimes I make appearances on there as well, so make sure you follow me on the grams. Isn't it crazy for me to say that, like, oh, Instagram stuff is part of my work? But it's like, you know, it's what I do here on the social medias. So I'm sharing some posts, sharing some fun pages that I love of people that I genuinely adore and support, and making sure that I write things down on my to-do list, because if I don't do it, I will forget to do it. It's a planner called Personal Planner. Been talking about this for a long time, and I'm at the end of my year, so I'm about to order more later. But I'll bring you through that process in a little bit because my camera is dying. As usual. Like, are you surprised? So I'm gonna save some battery for later, and I'm off to a little photo shoot, and hopefully hello guys, happy Saturday. So we have to go phone mode for a couple minutes here because I left my camera at home. Last night I came home after the little shoot that I did, ate dinner, and pretty much passed out. And then this morning I woke up, got up super early so I could go to the yoga studio early and then practice there before I actually taught the class. I still feel like it's important for me to keep practicing. It's important for me to practice consistently as I am teaching, because if I'm not going through the motions, I feel like I become disconnected from the cues that I give my students, and I don't know. That's why I just want to keep up my consistent practice even on days that I teach. But then I practice, and then I taught the class, and now I am here at work for a full 8-hour day clinical dietitian. I'm really just taking time to film this right now because I got here 5 minutes earlier than I thought, and I'm like, hey, you know what, Amanda? Treat yourself. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to work. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I forgot my blue light glasses, and so now I'm gonna be staring at a screen with raw eyeballs. Hi friends, I am going on my lunch walk. I'm finally on my break, but it's 5 p.m. I'm off at 6 p.m. Yeah, I'm just finally taking my break now because I've been so floored in the office. But don't worry, I did eat lunch, I ate breakfast. Actually, I didn't film my lunch because I just was really hungry and I just wanted to eat it. So yeah, I like to actually eat my lunch on the desk, which is not that good, but I have mindfulness when I go outside and walk because I took some cues from you guys, some tips from you guys saying that you walk on your lunch break. Some of you have like an hour lunch break, but I only have 30 minutes. So what I decided to do is just eat my lunch at my desk while I'm working. And then for the 30 minutes that I'm off, I just go and walk. So I walk 15 minutes out, 15 minutes in. It goes by super fast. I get to call people back, respond. I get to have this time to like be more active and respond to anything on my phone if I need to, because I really like can't even go on my phone that much during work. And if I do have like an Instagram story time, it's because I really need to just decompress and take like a 2-minute break. I'm going to continue walking and I'll check in with you in a little bit.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasmine. Happy birthday to you.
Hello friends, so I am back home. I'm currently prepping for tomorrow. It is almost midnight and I'm making some super easy AF overnight oats, and I thought I would show you how exactly I do it. And I'm going to put in about half a scoop of this raw cacao flavor VIVOLIFE protein. While yes, there is amazing protein and a lot of, good stuff that VIVOLIFE puts in here, like a plant BCAA complex. They even put reishi mushroom in there. I've honestly never seen any other company put in stuff like this, and turmeric, and they have pepper there for digestion and absorption, like we've talked about before. But I literally just use this protein powder because it tastes so good. Put it in this reusable container that I got. Put the half oats, half steel cut oats in here. This is super fun because I get to like experiment what I want to make. I think this is good. Oh, look at all this mason jar goodness. Remember when I told you guys that I don't have a really nice like mason jar setup? Well, I understand now why people do it, because it just looks so nice and you just want to continue on with this amazingness. So I think I'm gonna do pumpkin seeds. I'm gonna throw some pumpkin seeds in here. Also have cacao nibs. So I just threw that right onto there. Then I'm gonna mix it up with some water and then store it in the fridge, put some berries on top of it in the morning, and that is a full ass breakfast. If you're looking at this and you're like, oh, I cannot do that lifestyle. Look at, like, there's so many ingredients and it's all super expensive, but I just want to let you know that these ingredients are things that I have built up to be my staples over time. And I didn't just go from eating normal standard American food to doing this kind of stuff. I actually went from that to getting like literally little baggies. I remember my first little baggie of chia seeds that my cousin's girlfriend sent to me because she saw that I was like getting more into like natural whole foods, and she's super into that kind of stuff. So she taught me a lot about that. When I first went vegan, and a lot about like cacao powder. Even I had no idea what that was, or like matcha powder, and now here I am with all this. So just want to let you know that if your pantry doesn't look anything like this or anything like people you've seen on YouTube, don't worry. It's just a very slow shift that happens over time, and then all of a sudden I look at my cupboard and I'm like, this is like my normal. It's kind of weird, but it's just small changes and small steps, and just saying yes to what your heart feels good to do. Good morning. We are still on phone mode because I didn't even think about vlogging this morning on my walk. But hello, hi. I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, but still getting my walk in. Feels really good, honestly. Just to wake up and like move your body gently. I don't even care anymore about like calorie burn, muscle building when it comes to like this daily fitness, but it's just like maintenance, the more and more I go through this, and like the more realistic my life gets in terms of like I'm not just an influencer who has time to have that whole morning routine and work out and start my day at 11 a.m. Like, I gotta start it pretty early. And the more that I go through this, the more that I realize that this is pretty much enough exercise, I think. The more that I engage myself in this super busy lifestyle, the more that I realize how unimportant it is to be working out so much. Like, going to the gym every single day is not necessary. If you do it because you have time or you want to, or that's non-negotiable for you, then that is just what lies in your heart and that's what you want. But some people feel like they have to, and you don't have to. I used to think that I had to, and now I realize that like just going for a walk in the morning and doing yoga every day is probably all I will need, and it's the most sustainable thing that I feel like I can do throughout my busier years and throughout my older years. Are these even vlogs, or are they just opportunities for me to be like, hey, be gentle with yourself, love yourself, move in a way that love and that you enjoy, and speak to others in a way that is kind, and speak to yourself most importantly in a way that is kind. I feel like that's what I do on these vlogs. And just one more thing before I go about today's walk. Today's walk has been sponsored by this beautiful view. And also it has been entertained by an Audible book that I've been listening to, and I'm actually going to listen to it one more time. It's called The 5 Levels of Attachment by Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. I'm listening to it on Audible, which I always talk about, and if you don't know about Audible or you've never tried it and you want to try it, there is a link in the description for a whole month off, plus a free book, plus 2 free Audible originals. If you just click the link, and then you can cancel at any time. You can cancel at any time, and then you can keep your book. I really like this opportunity because I honestly took advantage of that. I got an Audible book through another influencer that I follow's link, and then after I bought my book, I was like, well, I'm gonna cancel it. I got my free book, so I canceled it. And then after I listened to the books, there's a spider up there, and I just wanted to make sure I wasn't walking into the web. After I finished listening to the book, after a couple months, I was like, man, I kind of really want to listen to another audiobook. So I found somebody else's link, and it worked on my account again. So I did it again. And then I finally realized, I'm going to be using Audible for a long time, and then I committed. So I'm not sure if you can use it twice in a row, but you can for sure use it once for your first time and see how you like it. The 5 Levels of Attachment is another book, like another self-love, self-help, self-awareness book. Self-awareness, I want to say, for allowing you to live in your most authentic self, and it serves as a tool of knowledge to allow yourself to live your most authentic self. It's not a spin-off, it's more like a sequel to the 4 agreements and then the 5th agreement, and there's so many that those Ruizes have done, because like Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. is the son of Don Miguel Ruiz, author of the 4 agreements, and then Jose Ruiz or Jose Miguel Ruiz or something, he's the one who wrote the 5th agreement with his dad, and they're just like this whole family of Toltec wisdom. But anyway, that's what I was listening to, and I'm going to listen to it again as I continue my walk. I'm almost finished with my walk, and then I'm going to go home, get ready for work, and then do the whole damn work thing. Thank you. All right, my friends, I am done with work. It is time now to decompress a little bit before I go out to hang out with some more friends. It is Russell's birthday. Russell's Roller Coaster Vegan on Instagram. You've seen me hang out with him a couple times before if you've been watching these vlogs, but he's a really good friend of mine. We just started hanging out recently, and honestly, he's just like, he's one of those people where it's just so easy to be myself with. And so it's his birthday. His birthday is tomorrow, so he's doing a little birthday shindig tonight, which means I'm going to be going out there, as you may know. So I'm gonna go hang out, and I'll bring you with me. By the way, I wanted to really quick address something. First of all, yeah, I know these eyelashes are very like, it's a lot, but I like the look right now. You guys know I go through my phases in and out, and this is just what I'm going through right now, so let's just let it happen. Anyway, I want to let you guys know that I do read my comments, and I don't really have time to answer all of them directly, and I also want to make sure I give myself enough time to think about my response before I respond to like longer comments. But I do want to clear something up. I definitely reevaluated my little script that I say to patients whenever I do diet instructions and when I incorporate plant-based messages in there, I want you guys to know that I'm not trying to impose the vegan lifestyle or veganism onto anybody or my patients. I do understand that there's not one diet that fits every single person, but for a specific population, there is only one diet that has been proven to prevent, halt, and even reverse symptoms of these specific disease conditions. And because I know this information, I just feel like it would be doing my patients a disservice to not mention it. The way I go about it is I mention a whole food plant-based diet. I talk about the science, I talk about what has been proven, and I give resources and I give specific names and claims on a written piece of paper so that patients, and I emphasize this to patients, do your own research first when you get out of the hospital. Make sure that this is something for you, and if it's something you decide, make sure you are talking to a registered dietitian and or a doctor who can walk you through it medically, because you know, if this is something you choose to pursue like long-term or very seriously and you are on medications, you need somebody to help guide you through it. I don't impose my lifestyle, my personal philosophies and my beliefs onto these patients. And it's kind of hard for people to understand that food really is medicine. If there were a medication that worked really well as a physician or as a pharmacist or as someone else who talks about outpatient kind of stuff or who talks about life outside of the hospital after the hospital course, I feel like it would be pretty appropriate to mention that specific medication and just say, if you're interested in it, here's some more information, here are the benefits. I've seen a lot of people turn their lives around with it, but it's up to you to make that choice. So why would it be so different to do with diet? And yes, I do have a specific bias. I will not disagree or deny that I do have a bias toward plant-based diets in terms of these ailments, because it has worked and it's been shown to work if it is done right, healthfully, and like, again, in the right setting with supervision. I do have a bias. I am biased. That's my whole entire page. It's my whole entire like being. Like, I have a bias toward health and wellness, and I have a specific bias toward plant-based diets, but I also do understand that there are different diets out there that fit for other people, and that for some people going plant-based is not an option. But I always emphasize, just like all the other dietitians, just eating more plants, more plant-based meals in general, because that is the general consensus in the modern scientific world today, that eating more plants in general is in the patient's best interest. So it's pretty long-winded, but I'm not ignoring you guys, and I'm also not trying to kill my patients or bring more malnourishment to my patients, because that's not my job. That's not what I'm here to do. And I usually don't give diet educations to patients who are medically termed as malnourished, because they normally can't even talk and they normally aren't even eating anything. So it's not really appropriate for me to talk about a specific diet when they're leaving, when they can't even get their nutrition straight at this moment. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep going forward. I understand your guys' concern. Please just know that this is my method, and I understand that you guys all have your own little method, and I appreciate you all for watching and still making it a really nice, respectful, kind, open-minded place, because that is what we need in the world. Almost forgot my camera in the car. I'm now here and I'm changed. Let's see, where are we? Oh, dude, this is like a hotel. I cannot believe these are apartments. What the heck? Hello!
Hi.
Me and my camera.
Oh my god, welcome. You are the second person here besides my friend.
Yes!
Everyone's hella late. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But I got food.
These are so good.
Yeah. Right? And the mayo and everything. You're like, I'm taking the one of the last strips.
What is this made out of?
Konjac root.
No way.
Yeah. It's just like the konjac shrimp, but they just bread it and fry it.
And it tastes like shrimp?
Yeah. Because it's like very oceany, like they brine it or whatever, or they put like seaweed in it or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, they just added it to the menu.
So you're pregnant, basically.
Everyone, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you ordered it.
With emotion. Yeah.
You need an ad for him to like you.
Wait, so you just...
But now they put up an ad and it's literally a clear toilet seat cover with $1 bill in it and coins, and I was like, no, you're not gonna get me this time.
Wait,
that was
so
like $80, and I'm like,
you got your money back?
oh yeah, I got my money.
And they just let you keep it?
Yeah, they let me keep that.
This is insane.
Cold brew cinnamon coffee, burnt sugar, vanilla, chocolate cherry blossom. So Steve's is an ice cream company. It started as like an ice cream place in like the Northeast, And then like it's gone through waves of like closing, opening, closing, opening. So in this iteration, they were in Brooklyn and they had all these like amazing flavors, and they had a whole dairy line, but then they had a whole vegan line. And all their vegan stuff is made with coconut cream.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
coconut milk, coconut cream. So it's super like fatty,
And
rich.
it's Sri Lankan coconut cream,
It is.
which means it's exotic.
Like me.
Are you from Sri Lanka? I should probably invest in one of those car mounts because I vlog in the car so much, but hi, hello. It's finally my Friday. Well, it's like my Thursday, but technically like the end of my week. I am on my way to work. I'm just working for 4 hours today as the diet instruction person. So sometimes throughout the week there is one dietitian who's just there to do diet instructions because we have so many educations that we have to give. And when I say diet instruction or education, I don't mean that I'm going around telling people like, this is what you're gonna eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just tell them about the premise of the diet that they're gonna be discharged on and ask them if they have any questions. So for example, when it comes to the renal diet, I just let them know that the renal diet is comprised of something like low potassium, low phosphorus, and low sodium. Depending on if they go to dialysis, they need to eat more protein, or if they don't go to dialysis, they need to eat less protein and make sure they see their doctor. I don't talk about meat. I don't talk about any specific foods. I do mention how a plant-based diet is beneficial, and if they want more information, there's more information in the packet. That is pretty much it. And then I just answer questions, general questions. Do I vlog like too close to my face? Should I have my camera a little further? Is that better? All right, I just made it home, and so I changed my shirt, right? So I'd be ready to go to get an acai bowl and not look like I just got off work, even though literally I just did get off work. But the craziest thing just happened. I decided for the first time in a very long time that I didn't want to get an acai bowl. I was thinking about getting it as lunch today. I was super excited for it. I realized that I'm just way more tired than I am excited to get an acai bowl, so I'm just gonna go home. So I am home. Just eat a snack or eat a whatever meal and then try to take a nap because I'm just very, you know, it's tiring to not get enough sleep consistently. The first couple nights are like, oh, it's okay, you know, just one more day. Like I can do it if it's just one time, but if it's a couple days in a row, I just can't. I just don't understand how grapes can taste like this. So I came home and I made a smoothie bowl with some acai blueberry from VIVOLIFE protein and bananas and spinach and blueberries, and I topped it with a lot of granola. I just came upstairs and I fell asleep for 4 hours. I just woke up and I feel so good. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. This is definitely the end of the vlog now. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.